Yes. Okay, y'all. This is gonna be hilarious when I tell you what the hell just happened. So the first time I tried to do this, there's this little I guess this mic volume meter at the bottom of the screen or whatever. And when I was talking, it wasn't moving. I was like, what's going on? So I was like, okay, maybe I need to fix the settings or whatever. So, anyways, I got it figured out, you guys. But I'm gonna get right into this message, honey, because I'm gonna save everybody's time and leave out all the bullshit because just to make it just completely frank and completely fucking clear, yeah, we see through the deception. Okay. And that's why the title of this video is called Stop the Cat. So let's get into this, Lotus Squad. I'm gonna make this really quick, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Lotus Squad. And if you guys are already a part of the Lotus Squad, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Make sure you drop a like if there's anything in this reading that you liked. Haters, if you hate watching, hate snooping, and hate stalking, you can even drop a dislike. It's your world. But let me go ahead and get into this, you guys. The theme of this is deception, right? So, the reason why I wanted to touch on this tonight is I wanted more clarity on what the fuck is going on and why, there's so much capping going on. Okay. Now, I love that. I think this should be a movement. Okay. I'm not even going to lie to you. Stop the cap 2K24, trying to turn over a new leaf, check bitches at the door, when they start with that bullshit. But anyways, let me go ahead and ask you the cards, y'all, before I start blabbing on and on. Y'all know me. God, I ask you, please show me a Celtic cross. That's so funny. There's already a sword coming out. Show me a Celtic cross for the collective, all zodiac signs. Show us who is out here capping and reveal to us any messages that maybe we have missed that could help us manifest a better future. Give us the best advice to navigate through these current energies and all that'll be revealed in this reading, and show me the outcome. Thank you so much. So, yeah, y'all, stop the cap. And I've even experienced this recently. That's not to say that, nobody here has ever experienced being lied to, but I especially think it's a different beast where sometimes, depending on the situation or depending on um, the environment. So, for example, let's say you're at work and you're dealing with a bullshitter, you know, or you're in a living situation with a bullshitter, or you're, trying to date around and see, you know, see if you can find somebody that's not a bullshitter and striking out every time. And so I thought, let me come on here. And like I said, I wanted to keep these more consistent and get back into this because this is getting ridiculous out here. I see so many things on, the news. I see so many things just on social media being shared. And it seems like everybody who is a deceptive bitch, they're about to get the hammer. And, I mean, I'm not trying to revel in people getting their karma, nor am I, wanting to wish anything negative on anyone, not even my enemies. But bottom line is, it's nice to see when consequences are dealt to people that had a bad agenda, had a hidden agenda, and it was bad intentions. Let's just put it that way. And I've noticed myself personally, oh, we got cards already wanting to make themselves known. I've even seen this personally more so. And, what's crazy is, and let me fix my cam, you guys. Sorry about that. So, what's even more, daunting dealing with stuff like that is it's starting to get dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain point, you have to separate yourself, or you have to put your foot down, and you have to call out, you know, the bullshit just straight up. You have to confront the problem head on. And a lot of us may not have done that in the past and let things slide, or, we kept our mouth shut, bit our tongue. But it's starting to get to a point where, we're over trying to keep the peace. We're over trying to hang on to relationships and environments and situations where it's been nothing but bullshit. Okay. And so that's going to take a lot of introspection, self-reflection, and it's also going to have to take being confrontational in a diplomatic sense where, everybody is in a win-win situation rather than, someone trying to gain the upper hand on someone. And I think that's the thing we have to watch out for. I'm going to shuffle this a little bit more and get into this, you guys. But that's something I've noticed a common theme lately, is we have to focus on facing the problem head on, cutting them off at the knees when we see it the first time. Because it may seem like some of us may be holding out for people that, maybe we put a lot of years and time and effort into and energy into. And, we've made so many sacrifices along the way just to keep them, in our lives just for the sake of knowing them and having history with them. But you start to see over time, these people are not good people. They don't treat others well. They don't even treat themselves well. I'm starting to see that become more and more of an issue, in every aspect of a relationship. So whether it's platonic or not, And so I've noticed in my own situations where I would hold everything in until I would explode and would burn that bridge so good that there's no salvaging it and there's no, repairing it or anything. Um, and as as someone who's trying to better themselves every day, I have to hold myself accountable for some of the ugly things that I've said to people or the ugly things that I've done in retaliation. And, it makes me think I don't want to become like those people, but it's the fact that I've held everything in for so long, at a certain point, it's just, uh, you know, it, it falls on me a little bit because I'm not really saying how I feel or I'm not really calling a spade when I should call a spade a spade. So, with that said, you guys, I love how we're starting off because we have the wheel. Okay. So that means that the karmic gears are turning. All right. Karmic debt and karmic retribution is taking place. Okay, so if you're on the good side of karma, I do see things starting to come full circle for you. So whatever good that you've put out in the universe, you're definitely going to be getting that back. And thank you so much, you guys, for the likes, and thank you so much for the shares. I saw a couple of you shared as well when I posted on my Facebook, so I do appreciate the support. But yeah, I do see that things are starting to turn in a positive direction where you're starting to see things manifest in ways that maybe you couldn't even foresee for a while there. Um, I also see that right now you could be in a position where you got to make a decision. Which way do you want to go? And for some of us, we could be dealing with, how can I put this? We could be dealing with trying to choose between, a love or, a new love or an old love interest, for some of you. And then on the other end of that, it could just be whether you want to stay single or even put yourself back in the dating field. You're in limbo about those sorts of decisions and what you can do to create more harmonious relationships. And I think that, especially when we're surrounded with deceptive people and, we're wasting time, in environments where we're not being celebrated and things like that, sometimes it makes us fall short for the ones that do show up and for the people that do actually want to reciprocate and to give you what it is that you deserve and treat you the way that you should be treated. Now, I'm already going to get into this heart of the matter because I mean it's straightforward, man. And this guy just flew out before I could even finish shuffling. This Knight of Swords reversed. This is crazy because I already knew that there was some energy where somebody is just, they're going in circles. Okay, they're chasing their tail. They're just popping off at the mouth at other people. Maybe you could have asked this person a question, or maybe you could have decided, hey, you know what, I'm not gonna put up with BS anymore, and and you're actually acting on telling them people to stop the cap, So I think that they're very angry about that. I think that they're thinking all kinds of impulsive, crazy things just to try to get their lick back, so to speak. But right now, I think that there's some indecision about whether you should let that type of person go. And it could be an air sign specifically for some of you, a male air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He does look like he's just a ticking time bomb. So it's best to just let that situation fall by the wayside if it already has. And if you haven't, completely cut ties and let go, then I'm seeing right front and center that it's best to just make that decision and go into the unknown. And it could be something that happens, that happened quickly. It could be something where you're on the road, you're dealing with somebody that has anger issues and they may pop off, and you're I even see, even outside of that, I'm getting a lot of messages in regards to, different scenarios. I'm trying to process it and speak it properly, so I don't muddy up the message. But, not even road rage, but it just seems like people are a lot more impulsive these days, a lack of self control. If you see these types of traits in certain people like that around you, I mean, that can be life threatening, you know? Um, I also feel like some of us could be dealing with the fear of the unknown just because we could be in a new situation. We had to abruptly make a move, or we had to abruptly, switch positions, or, switch locations, or switch, job titles, what have you. It could be a multitude of different things that you're dealing with when it comes to changes, and having to act quickly on that. But there could have been something that was done impulsively. I also see somebody that could be trying to steal information, or maybe they're angry because their attempts to steal information and to steal from others hasn't been fruitful for them. I think that the fact that you did kind of take that leap of faith into the unknown, even though there was underlying fear concerning that, I think that there could be a situation where some of you are dealing with people that are angry about that. Maybe they had, ulterior motives, or had a hidden agenda, or had some plans in the works where, you know, it was thwarted because you maybe had to think on your feet a little bit, and think on your toes a little bit, and figure out what to do. Now, like I said, with the fool at the bottom of the deck, it's definitely all about taking a leap of faith, and we've already done that. Um, and we've found a way to quickly get away from somebody that's just simply dangerous. They're the type of person that will verbally abuse, or take something from you, or try to use intimidation and force to try to get their way with you, or they talk in circles. They're very argumentative. They're all over the place. There's no stability within themselves and within their life, within their lives. And I also feel like somebody is just trying to wreak havoc wherever they go. I even see another male here. It could be an older gentleman for some of you. For some of you, you could be dealing with this in the workplace and family specifically. So, maybe some of you are like, I don't have any more friends because, yeah, you're right. Stop the cap. 2K24 has started, and I'm implementing all of those requirements and prerequisites that have not been made because they continue to cap. So now we're stopping the cap post haste. Yeah, and I think that somebody's angry about that as well. Now it's starting to come together, because at first I'm like, where's the salt coming from and why? It's like, that's crazy to me. I feel like this type of person, especially this water sign, it could be an older water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where this person is just completely emotionally devoid of ever having hope of feeling love for someone, or being a partner, or even being a genuine friend, someone that is worth calling a friend. I see a lot of people that are just very argumentative. They want to start shit. Some of them might want to fight. Some of them might just, you might say one thing or ask a simple question, and then they start going off and acting crazy. And I think it's gotten to the point where you've decided, you know what, I'm not dealing with that anymore. There could be a little bit of There could be a little bit of, you know, let me think about what I'm saying before I want to say it. It's like I'm trying to say 80 words at the same time, but I think that there's a little bit of suspicion with certain people here where they may say all the night, all the right things. They say, nothing but nice things on the surface. But I think that some of us are starting to pick up on the fact that these people like to play with your emotions. They just want to make you feel bad. So whenever they're angry or whenever they don't get their way, they're going to find a way to try to force the issue or try to intimidate you to get what it is that they want. Or try to get your things, try to find a way to get close to you, become, all friendly and whatnot with you, just to, try to get whatever they can out of you. And I mean, at this point, I think that we've already made the decision to leave this person alone. For some of you that are dealing with, romantic situations ending, I think that you started seeing more and more. This person is not at all who I thought that they were in the beginning. You know, and I even see somebody who's trying to offer you like, offer you to go out and drink. And this is the type of person that would literally take advantage of you in that state, or deliberately get you um, drunk, or deliberately get you, high, or whatever the case is, so they can feed off of your energy, and they can drain you of your resources. That's what I'm saying. And I just think that they jumped the gun. Either somebody jumped the gun, or there's something going on here where they're crashing and burning, quite literally for some people here. But yeah, I see a male air sign and a male water sign: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I mean, these people, it could be somebody with long dark hair, for like a male with long dark hair. um I even see someone here that is just completely emotionally unavailable. They don't care. They don't have any compassion for anyone. They're not willing to, you know, be there when the times are tough, but they want to, reap the benefits of all the things that you had to do alone to, when you needed help the most, to gain and achieve. They just want to take part in that, and will be nice to you just to get those things out of you, or to get something out of you so they can get what they want. That's the type of energy I see. And that's why the title of this video is Stop the Cat, just straight up. And I think a lot of us are definitely seeing through it. And maybe some of us were just afraid of the unknown, because some of us could be dealing with somebody that's very dangerous, or they've made threats, and I'm the type of person that I do not take threats lightly. And I certainly don't just lay down and take it either. So, that, and sometimes I find myself needing to be careful with my reactions to that, because it could just, sometimes fighting fire with more fire can just put, myself in a situation where I'm at a disadvantage because I reacted in a certain way, or because, I'm continuing to surround myself with certain people that don't have my best interests at heart. So, from what I see with this Knight of Cups, I do see someone here that, um, I do see someone here, and this could be someone younger, because remember, we already discussed male water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This was supposed to be an older gentleman. So someone 40 or older is what I'm thinking, with the one that's very abusive and deceptive, or they could be, just someone that's a fatherly figure as well. But I do see with the Knight of Cups, I do see that there's someone that's genuine with, what they have to offer. So if they want to take you out on a date, or, this could be someone that's closer to your own age. It could even be a younger male for some of you, older than 18, but a younger male that you usually don't go for. Maybe some of you guys may run into someone who is just within the family who's younger than you, who may be able to offer some assistance. Someone that's giving you a gift. Maybe there's someone that's, just presenting you with something that maybe they made, maybe they created something for you. Um, I also feel like this person's emotions are genuine, so what they say that they feel for you is real, and they back it up. So this is not the type of person that would say and do anything just to get what it is that they want from you and then they're out the door. This particular person, and like I said, it could be someone that's close to your age or a little bit younger for some of you. This person really does. They really do want to take it serious. And for some of you, it could even be a situation where you're starting to take action on your creative pursuits. So some of us are artists, right? Some of you guys could be into fashion or music, or you guys want to do become a cinematographer or videographer, things like that, right? I think that a lot of us are starting to take action on that. And maybe some of us have been procrastinating for a little while concerning some of those talents and gifts that we have, because of external circumstances, right? You got people around you, they're acting crazy, just be on the lookout, because I just see somebody that looks like they're just looking for trouble. Okay. And it's best to just continue to stay away, especially if they've flown off the handle before. And, it's just best to stay away no matter how long you've known them. But I do see this Two of Pentacles reversed, and this is something that we're thinking about. So we're focused on like trying to make progress and make money and regain balance, regain balance in every aspect of our lives. So whether that's through friendships or, I mean, not friendships, but whether that's through relationships, finances is what I meant to say, and things like that. So what I notice is that you guys have already started training. For some of you, maybe you guys are already working towards building that firm foundation for yourself. Maybe you guys just started a new job for some of you, and you're getting back up on your feet, because with this imbalance that I was seeing with the Two of Pentacles reversed, it looks like things have been very disorganized, very chaotic. I even think that someone may have stolen money from someone or stolen something, and now they owe, and it's just they're crashing out. It's just a straight up crash dummy. That's what I'm seeing. Crash dummy activity, crash dummy behavior. And it just seems like they'll throw anybody under the bus just to make sure that they try to save their own ass. So just be wary of that, you guys. Could be an ex-con. I'm hearing ex-con. Just keep your distance is what I'm saying, not to judge anyone. I know we all have pasts and stuff like that. But at a certain point, if there are people that are not willing to change and better themselves, then it's just best to completely walk away, or at least just, keep a healthy distance. But the Ten of Wands reversed, I do see that that's something we have to look forward to. And this isn't the complete conclusion to the energies that I'm seeing as a whole. This is just something that we can expect here in the future. In the near future. So, I would say just through the rest of the week, let's put it that way. Whatever we've been working hard to build, and we're trying to regain balance with, our money, and trying to figure out how to juggle all of these things at once. Some of us may have dealt with a situation where we dropped the ball, or because someone did try to take our resources, or actually they took away more than, they were supposed to get, and used lies and bullshit to get it. That's what I'm seeing. And that could have caused some imbalances with that. But I do see you guys are already in a position where you guys are building and sustaining, a sense of, normalcy there. So Ten of Wands reversed, I just think that whatever we've been holding on to, whatever loads we've been trying to hold on to, whether that's trying to stay connected with certain people that we know is just dragging us down, or whether it's, trying to constantly just try to fix a situation where, you're at work and there's always some sort of drama, or there's always some sort of drama, just with whatever, and whoever you're dealing with. It just seems like it's getting to be a bit much, and watch out for some of those people that I pointed out with those types of traits. Okay, this could be somebody that steals stuff, somebody that may be into hacking, somebody that actually is willing to give you something that could harm you. Okay. And you're thinking that it's something to have fun, but it's actually something that they know is going to harm you. Let's put it like that, in a way where, it's either hospitalized or that the other direction. I'm not trying to fear monger when I say that either. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm saying. So it's best to continue to keep a healthy distance. I definitely see that if somebody does try to instigate, an argument or what have you, um, I'm pretty sure that they would have used that. They'll use anything to find a reason to hurt you, is what I'm saying. Just be careful with that. Continue to focus on regaining balance in regards to your money, your work and home life. You know what I mean? Because for the most part, I see that we are building. It's just a matter of having so much weight on our shoulders right now and trying to, muscle through it. A lot of us may be feeling extremely exhausted with that. And but keep pushing forward, because I do see that even though it may be an extremely heavy load, there's nothing that we can't achieve as long as we have the right people in our corner. You know what I mean? For example, if you're into content creation, if you're into whatever it is your vision is, I find that it's been a lot more fruitful and enjoyable to be able to surround myself with a group of people, instead of people like naysayers and people that are trying to compare you to other people to make to put you down. Oh, somebody has more numbers than you or whatever. um but yeah, I was like, yeah, I just think that focusing on being around people that actually genuinely support you, they actually watch your stuff, they actually share, they're not trying to knock you, they're not trying to nitpick everything that you've done or that you do or that you say or the way you dress or whatever. I find not having those people around, it makes it so much more fruitful and fulfilling. I've noticed even just the shift in mindset, being away from those negative people and being away from people that know that they're doing illegal things, underhanded things to get ahead, and they don't care who they hurt to get there. So I found that, even though there aren't a whole bunch of people, um, that I've had throughout my life that have actually stayed through the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know what I mean? And never switched up. I'm sure a lot of us can attest to that. It's very rare to find that. So I've learned to be a lot more grateful when I do have it. And so, and only to focus and invest my energy, time, and effort into people like that. And just to shut the people that remember Stop the Cap 2K24, just shut it down right at the door. Don't even try your best to not even let it get to that point, and just keep it moving. If somebody has a problem, they want to start something, I've found that, you know, uh, being assertive, the first time, if you start seeing that they're overdoing shit, it's time to go ahead and call in reinforcements, or it's time to go ahead and defend yourself if need be. And I'm not an advocate for violence or getting physical with anyone, but one thing I'm not going to do is not be prepared and not make sure when I'm going out at night or when I'm hanging with certain people, I want to make sure that I've vetted those people, and I'm going to make sure that I have what I need to protect myself at all times, whether that's at home or outside. So that's the type of mindset I feel like we need to adopt. Make sure, hey, get you whatever it is you need. Make sure, you're paying attention to your surroundings, because some people will try to move quick, and they'll try to act like they're giving you a drink. They're acting like they're cool. They don't care. They don't care about anyone here. That's what I'm seeing. But I do see that we have energy coming in where there are genuine people. Just try to avoid arguments, you guys. I don't want this reading to be too long, but this has been jam packed with, I mean, any and everything that I've been picking up on recently. You know what I mean? Such as life, we're always going to deal with conflict at some point, not to be a Debbie Downer with that statement, but that's reality, and we have to learn how to navigate through those energies without jeopardizing our position, that or whatever progress that we've made, we don't want to jeopardize that. So I definitely say watch out for somebody that could be an angry drunk, somebody that could be an addict in some way, and they're just looking for whatever they can get out of you. They're not looking to be friends, you know. And you know, besides that, whatever you have that that's been stressing you out, we already have enough stressors, and it seems like some of these people are the type that will kick you when you're down type stuff. But I do see with the hanged man as well, um, and the external factors, somebody is definitely either trying this person is like either going to be a sacrificial lamb, so they put themselves in a position to where they know that they're going out in a blaze of glory type thing. That's the type of thing I'm seeing here, and they don't care who they take with them type of situation. And the fact that you've let go, and made the decision to walk away even from environments where you had the stability, or walking away from situations and conflicts with certain people where you could have said something and just to make a point, but you made the right decision to just go ahead and let it go. And if anything escalates, you're prepared, you have your protection. And then from there, if anything else, make sure you're on the right side of the law, because some of these people will even try to do some underhanded shit where they'll make it seem like you're the one that had their stuff when really it was them. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And I think that their time is coming to an end, whoever these people are, that are just again wreaking havoc wherever they go. That their time is done. And they know it. And that's where the anger is coming from. They know that you see through their bullshit. I mean, the majority of us have already called them out, and that's it. So now they want to try to do something to get their lick back, and it's just not going to work. But continue on the path where you know that you're striving towards your goals. You're doing what you love to do. And if you're currently in a situation where maybe you don't like your job so much, or maybe there's not enough freedom, do whatever it is you can to invest more within yourself and in those that actually invest in you and want the best for you, because these people are getting desperate and it's getting dangerous. That's what I'm saying. And I think that they see the upward trajectory that we're going on, and they know that they've ruined any chance of ever getting back in our good graces or getting close to us like that. So just be on the lookout, you guys. I definitely see that regaining balance is the key in this situation. So if you're giving way more to other people, or putting way too much time into certain things that maybe drained you instead of edified your spirit, then stay on that forward motion, and continue to build and work on whatever artistic pursuits that you've had, and any ideas that you may even want to explore. I say go for it, man, and don't let these angry, rude, hostile, hateful people get to you, because at the end of the day, they're just going to be running straight into a brick wall, and then they're going to be wondering why they're going to have to pay up, after they done lied, cheated, did everything in their power to get something where they're just going to lose everything in the end. So I think that just continue to trust your gut and avoid the arguments, you guys. That's what I keep saying. You got a lot of people who are trying to compete with you and trying to, get in where they're fit in. I see a lot of snakes for sure. But you got to cut that snake, cut the head off the snake real quick. Don't hesitate. That's what I see. And what's funny, that makes me think of Medusa and how that whole situation, her storyline. I think a lot of people try to use those energies as well in their dark works, and that's gonna end up they're gonna be imploding, and it's going to end up backfiring, and it's going to be worse for them, because the fact that they even invoked different energies like that, or tried to use it against you, or tried to use it to get more strength, or whatever it is, those abilities they were trying to achieve and get through those types of means. It's just, it's not, they know that their time is up. They know that. And they're gonna try to make you feel like you're the problem, when really they know, they've always known that they, what they've done and the dirt that they've done behind closed doors, and hell, even publicly. I mean, it's coming to a head, and it's best to just continue to focus on what matters. So that's what I have for you guys. Try not to let people that are really, trying to get you in a defensive position. I notice that's what people that are very argumentative try to do. Try to drain your energy, try to keep you in the argument as long as they possibly can, and then they start saying dumb shit that they know damn well doesn't even apply, or they'll start using what you said to them about them to you and about you. I mean, it's just little kid tactics. It's little, little things just to try to I guess get their last little licks in, because they know that they're going to have to pay for everything that they've done. Okay, and they know that they haven't been a good person. They know that they've, all their dirty deeds and dirty laundry is starting to be aired out, and it's coming out in a way where it's going to expose the lies to everyone in their lives that they've told. And it's going to be in a way where it's so explosive that that lesson will be learned, that the stop the cap movement has officially begun, and it's not going to stop until you get right with God, and you make sure you're on the right side of the law and karma. That's all I see. And they're going to try to tear you down because you're going to call it out. For some of you, it's best not to even do that, because some of these people will get dangerous just to prove a point. But move in silence as much as you can, be assertive, but, don't let anybody walk all over you either. But, pick your battles is what I'm seeing. Okay. And keep your eye out. But other than that, you guys, thank you so much for your time. And I hope you guys have a good evening. Until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.